Hey, I'm Luke and welcome to Down from the Attic. Today we're looking at a really cool game, one where you can win $1 million in the game. Not in real life, it's just a board game, but this is a really unique one. Today we're looking at Electronic Mystery Mansion from Parker Brothers. Grab your tux or your best cocktail dress and let's check this thing out.
First off, box art. Well, this box is freaking huge. With a Megavirus and Mold Madness, these are the biggest games I've got in my collection so far. They're so big that they don't fit between the roofing slats in the attic. I have to store them elsewhere. And let's talk about the box art for this game. How unusual to use photographs like this. It feels like it's from a TV show that never existed. There's something about it though that draws you in. The smile on this guy, the fancy mansion with its windows all glowing, the gold text. Lifting off the lid, well, damn, this box is filled with components. There's the board with these plastic inserts that hold the wall pieces, instructions naturally, a deck of cards, this little magnifying glass, this really fantastic electronic clue organiser that reminds me of those kind of organisers people had in the 90s. And then there's all the furniture pieces. Chairs, tables, pinball machines, lamps, running machines, pool tables, hot tubs, a piano. There's a lot here. And this all took effort. Someone had to sculpt all these and they're all ever so slightly different. It's impressive the effort gone into making these and they all look great. Parker is killing it so far with the presentation. In the game, B. Emmett Redstone, the eccentric billionaire, has invited his friends for an opportunity of a lifetime. In his mansion, he has stashed $1 million, oh yes, and it's a race to be the first to find it, but you'll need to follow the clues given out, mystery items, and the helpful staff of the mansion to find your fortune. Will you be the first to do this? Setup is really quite simple and quick for everything included in this game. Fold out the board, set up the walls. Yes, I realise I'm missing one section, but it really doesn't affect gameplay in the least bit. Shuffle the clue cards and set all the furniture pieces at the side of the board. That's right, you start the game with the mansion empty, and this will become clear when you start the game. You pick your colour and gender of your character, nice, and place them at the entrance to the mansion. The organiser is turned on, welcome, and the game begins. In a turn you can make up to 3 actions: move, explore, and what's called Let's Talk. I'll explain Let's Talk soon. There's 2 ways to play this game, using the action cards or choosing what you wish to do yourself. I've only ever played this game whilst choosing. I mean, look at these cards. You can see that these are the ones that hardly ever get touched. So, 3 actions: move, explore, or Let's Talk. The first person playing will always move first, and movement is from room to room. There's no multiple squares for moving. However, entering an empty room, you have to punch the code for that room into the organiser. Each room is numbered, you see, and when you enter the number, the game will tell you which room you've entered and also what furniture is to be added to that room.
This is the music room. You see the following: piano, lamp.
Neat, huh? Once furniture is landed into a room, you can then begin to investigate that furniture for clues to the whereabouts of where the fortune is hidden. On each piece of furniture is a tiny, and I really do mean tiny, 3-digit number. And this is where that magnifying glass comes into play. Some of these are a lot easier to find than others, and you'll need to keep a keen eye to spot them. Study the piece that you want to explore, find the number and punch it into the clue organiser.
Lamp, you found a clue.
The clue organiser has a lot of different responses for exploring the furniture. It may tell you,
piano, you found a clue,
which means that you found a clue. It may say,
sorry, no clues here,
in which case there's no clues there. But it may also tell you key bits of information such as
fireplace, the money is not in the kitchen.
So when the kitchen is revealed, you know ultimately the treasure isn't in there. It may even suggest items to look at, hinting that there's a clue there. This thing is impressive. Turn by turn, you'll be moving and exploring the furniture in the rooms, hunting for clues.
This is the game room. You see the following: pool table, pinball machines, TV, This is the gym. You see the following: whirlpool, treadmill, jukebox, rug.
And even after just opening a few rooms and exploring, you'll start to see the mansion take shape, and it really does look fantastic when you land furniture into a room. You can choose how you wish to arrange these, exercise some interior decorating. Certain rooms, you'll require a key to open the room.
Is locked. Do you have a key? Sorry.
Keys are shuffled and mixed in with the clue cards.
This room is locked. Do you have a key? This is the living room.
And these clues are what you're hunting for when investigating furniture. If the clue organiser tells you,
You found a clue.
you draw a card from the pile and place it face up in front of you. But what do these clues actually do? Where the money is hidden in the house will require two of these clues, typically a member of staff and an item, so having more of these clues definitely gives you an edge. When investigating certain objects, the clue organiser might ask you for a clue.
Rug. Do you have the tape? Is the chauffeur with you?
And if you don't,
Sorry.
it will not let you explore that item. And to make this more difficult, the clue organiser throws red herrings into the mix with objects that ask for clues,
Roger. Is the chauffeur with you?
but the money isn't hidden there.
Sorry.
Running around the mansion to find these clues and moving back to find it was a waste of time, it's so frustrating and fun at the same time.
You have the tape. Is the chauffeur with you?
The clue organiser, in most instances, will audibly announce the clues to all playing,
Small bookcase. The money is not in the sink.
so keeping a keen ear and remembering details of not just your turn, but your opponent's is a key strategy to winning at this game. However, if the organiser beeps 3 times when you enter an object code, it means a clue is coming across the display. Yes, this game has a means of delivering secret messages to players by having a clue scroll across an LCD screen, and that knowledge is yours alone, no one else knows it. This can again really give you the edge. But you never know what your opponents are learning from the organiser as well. The organiser can be vindictive at times too. Certain items are booby-trapped,
White armchair. Oops, a trap door. Go to the entrance.
which means wasting 3 of your actions to get where you were exploring. Really annoying, but it's fun as well. As the game progresses, more and more rooms will open up, more and more furniture landed, more and more clues found by players, and more information given out by the organiser. You have a fairly good idea of what item the money is stashed in, but one of your opponents has a clue that you know you're going to need. What to do? This is where Let's Talk comes into play. Provided you're in the same room as your opponent, you can use Let's Talk, and this is the polite way of saying, I'm going to steal your shit off you. How this works is, you simply roll a die, highest roll wins. If you're challenging someone, you get to pick which clue you wish to take. If you're defending your stash of clues, you basically stop them from taking one off you. Clues will change hands constantly throughout the game, to unlock red herring items, keys stolen to open rooms, and when all players know where the money is hidden and what clues are needed, it gets frantic. Have 2 correct clues, explore the
Coffee
item,
table.
and
Do you have the photos? Is the butler with you? You found the money! You win!
So my thoughts on Electronic Mystery Mansion are pretty positive. I'm amazed how intelligent this little organiser is. It really is very clever.
it sets up at the very start of the game which objects are booby-trapped, which rooms are where, what furniture goes in those rooms, which items will need clues to explore them, and it remembers this throughout the whole game. Keep in mind, this is 1994. This is impressive stuff for a game. And the other thing as well, this completely randomises each game. The rooms will be different every single time. It's absolutely amazing. There's a real sense of sleuthing to this game, and investigating the little furniture pieces, turning them over to find where that number is. You really feel as though you're hunting for clues. The information the organiser gives you helps you eliminate the rooms and objects, and helps you home in on your prize. However, just because a room doesn't have a treasure in it doesn't necessarily mean that there's nothing useful in there. You may find a clue. This game rewards being attentive to the details it tells you and exploring the mansion. It's a game that requires a bit of concentration, but it's absolutely worthwhile. With the numbers being so tiny on the items, it can be frustrating to certain players to look for clues, but thankfully the instructions have the numbers listed in the back, so those with bad eyesight, they can still play.
Electronic Mystery Mansion isn't a game that's easy to find complete, cheap or even working, but if you are able to get hold of a copy, I definitely recommend giving this one a go. It's an excellent game. Well, as always, I'm Luke, thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.